Starts are always hard. Anyway.
We're just recording now.
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay. Hello.
Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of
Mysterious.
Yay. Eventually we'll get that timing. But anyway, sorry we made you guys wait forever on this new episode. We've just been really super busy. I started school.
I got promoted.
So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have stuck around and will continue to stick around, and hopefully you enjoy this episode.
Yes. What are you doing?
Nothing. Alright guys, let's get started, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay. So today's episode is going to be on reviews. We have
Movie reviews.
movie reviews.
For the month of October.
Yay! Although I think the first one came out in September?
It was the end of September.
Alright, well,
Beginning of
whatever.
October.
It's all about spoopies today.
Spoopies.
Because we are in October. So the first one we're going to start reviewing is Malignant. If you guys haven't watched it, it is available on Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix. Was it?
It was no, was it on
No,
Netflix?
it's HBO Max.
HBO
Sorry.
Max, yeah. I was like, wait, what?
I don't know. So.
Why don't we start about how... what can I say about this movie? As you know, the person who created this movie is the same creator of The Conjuring and Insidious. One of my favorite directors out there. Although this movie was... I had a really hard mixed feelings about this movie.
I did too.
Uh-huh.
Most of them are bad. Sadly for me.
Yeah, same.
Either people loved it or they hated it. I'm kind of in the middle, but more towards hate. And I'll explain why.
I feel it was more of a comedy show for me than it was a scary movie, to be honest.
That and, okay, so I don't know if it's my issue or whatever, but I
Okay.
have yet to see a horror movie that actually scares me.
Correct.
I mean, I watched The Exorcist as a child and I thought it was hilarious. So, I don't know if there's something wrong with me or not. I mean, whatever.
Really? I was freaking out and I couldn't even sleep for weeks because of that movie. I remember my mom putting The Exorcist and we were like, okay, we're going to watch this part. And every time she turns her head 360, I was like, is that going to happen to us? Like, no, only if you get possessed by a demon. And then keep in mind, I grew up in a very Catholic household.
I grew up in a very Catholic household.
That was even scarier.
My mom was telling me, like, the stories of how when it was released in theaters, people would run out screaming and stuff like that because it was too much.
Do you know what scared me the most? And it's not even The Exorcist? Jaws.
Jaws scares me because I am afraid of open water.
I love the ocean. Just to know that there's going to be a great white shark out there eating the crap out of me. I'm like, there was times where I just put my toe right on the shore of the water, and I was
like,
afraid that a shark would come out and eat me.
It's like when you stick your foot off the,
oh,
the bed.
no.
And you think the boogeyman's gonna grab you.
No.
Same thing, but with sharks.
No, what's the thing when you have your feet, like your blanket's not covering your feet and you're like a kukui?
Yeah.
It's gonna come and grab you.
And said it's a great white.
Oh, that happened to me last night, and I'm a grown-ass woman who's not like, okay, I'm not scared of these things because I love things like this.
It's
but
just something that instills
yeah,
in
it's a
your
subconscious
head.
thing. So yesterday I had to waking up in the middle of the night covering my feet because I was like, oh shit, somebody's gonna grab them or tickle the crap out of them, and I'm just kind of creepy.
You're like, nope.
Nope. So yeah, this is how that movie is technically about. It's something.
For me, the thing that bugged me the most is straight from the beginning, it was predictable to me, and my prediction was correct on it.
Really?
Yeah, the whole little plot twist was not a plot twist for me, because I already had seen it coming.
I did not see it coming.
I
Not
don't know
at
if
all.
it's because I pay attention too much to details.
Well, they did talk about a parasited twin, but I thought it was a detached from the twin, and it was just a monster. But I didn't see the plot twist. To be honest with you, I just didn't see it. I didn't see how that twin was actually still attached to her, and that makes a lot of sense. I don't get it. How was it sleeping throughout the entire time, yet still feeding on her unborn child? And it was just her abusive husband hitting her in the head, waking him up. Like, what?
It's like a virus, like a parasite.
Oh my
It's
God,
dormant until it's not. It's triggered, I guess.
It was so stupid.
Then, like, just the rest of the movie was just like, I felt like it dragged on.
It did. Another thing that just kind of got me thinking was, how the heck would she twist her body like that and yet not feel sore when she woke up?
That is true.
I was
She's like, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
like she wakes up like, hey guys, look, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm Gumby. But I mean, it was.
James,
I liked it that it was like psychological,
Mm-hmm.
where she didn't know what was going on.
But I feel like James did this movie more like it was more of his creative purpose, just to explore more of his creativity, instead of actually giving us a movie that like, oh yeah, it's gonna scare us. It's more like him saying, this is what I'm capable of doing.
I guess.
I like that. I like that he went on and beyond to express how creative he could be, but I was really looking forward for a scary movie, especially from him.
And like I said, I like the psychological aspect
Uh-huh.
where she didn't know that what her dreams or whatever
Mhm.
were like real life. It
Yeah.
was really happening.
That's the part that tripped me out the most, because I was like, there was a scene where I think she was at the doctor's house, and I thought she actually went crazy, and she ended up going in the wrong house. And I was like, who are you? And I'm like, wait, she's at her house? And then he got me, oh wait, she's actually dreaming.
And speaking of psychological little plot twists that way, let's move on to the next one,
Ooh.
which Candyman, the one that just got released this past August, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one was very psychological as well.
I grew up watching those movies, so
Same.
I was thinking this movie was just gonna be like a remake of the first one,
Mm-hmm.
but when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's actually a continuation of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it. I liked the fact that we get to see that there is more than one out there, and this is a spirit that is taking over people who kind of resembles him in a way.
Well, my thing is, like,
Wasn't he an artist?
one thing is, I didn't predict that the main dude
was-
was the little boy from the former movie.
Uh-huh.
So that was like, oh, damn, no wonders why he was chosen, you
Uh-huh.
know? Because he even explains it at the end. And to me, this was a sad movie more than horror.
It was a very sad movie.
Because he just wants his truth to come out,
Mhm.
you know? The way he was
treated back then.
the way he was killed, yeah, and everything. I just didn't find it scary.
I do have a weak. I'm gonna tell you. I do have a weak spot for young kids, animals, and I guess teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a scene where the teenage girls were actually saying his name 5 times in the mirror
And the ones in the bathroom?
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Although they're kind of
They were freaking bullying
they
that
were
other
bullying the
girl.
other girl, and they were assholes. But I just feel like their deaths were kind of brutal.
Yeah, I guess.
And I think it was like, damn, I have teenage cousins. And I know as a teenager myself, we all did stupid shit like that.
And that also reminds me of the whole Bloody Mary
Yeah,
thing.
kinda.
Because I know growing up, like in elementary school, that's when it was like all, oh my God, Bloody Mary this. And everyone would lock themselves up in the bathroom.
It was
and
an
start
urban
doing
legend
it.
back then for us, yeah.
It was like big. So it's just like Candyman was that.
Urban legend for them.
Yes.
And again, they didn't see it as something that was real. It was pretty much a game. But yeah, it was, that kind of hit me a little bit, because I was like, what if I was in that situation? Because I know I would have done something like that when I was back in high school.
But like they say, sometimes karma gets you back for what you do.
Oh, I know. That's
It's
true.
a bit brutal, but you gotta think of what you do to other people
Yeah, that's true.
and stop doing stupid things.
Come on, we've all been teenagers, so we've done stupid shit. I mean, as an adult, I used to do some crazy
Can you
stuff.
imagine
too.
how traumatized the girl is, though, that watched it through the little mirror? She didn't even know what was going on.
That
She
even
was just
hit
in
me
there
the most.
doing her business.
Okay, the fact that yes, they did bully her, and then seeing that's even on top of more trauma for her. I was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
even in your death, you're still bullying her.
Good job.
Good job, you did a job. You did a number of this poor girl. I sucks.
I don't know if they wanted to add anything else on Candyman.
What will your rating be for this movie? Honestly,
Out of what?
out of 10.
Out of 10? For horror, I'd probably say maybe a 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Oh,
But
that's pretty good.
story-wise, I'd definitely give it like a high rating. Maybe
Would you give it a 10 out of 10?
9
More
or a
than
10.
10, yeah.
Just like I said, because it has so much history.
It did
and,
cover a lot of background.
Yeah, it connected the dots,
It does,
pretty much.
yeah.
So
I feel like this is more like a closure to all their movies.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And the fans, of course.
And the fans, yeah. So I'm actually happy that I got to see it and see how it ended, and I like the
Yeah,
fact
and it
that
shows you that he's not like a villain.
he just wants his story to be told.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he didn't harm the girl at the end.
No, he didn't. I think he was like, you're an artist. You can tell my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully she does it.
She's gonna tell the most grotesque story
gonna end
out
up in an
there.
asylum.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, you're crazy. You kill all of those cubs. And like,
While handcuffed, apparently.
wow, she's a badass woman.
Speaking of people who get caught.
Slasher movies. Let's go to a very classic slasher movies. And although I wasn't born during that era, I grew up watching it because of my mother. Halloween.
Kills.
Ooh, Kills, yes.
Which was just released.
I love Halloween. I love Halloween. Oh, God. This is bad. We're literally talking about bad movies right now. I want to say really good stuff about these movies, but as someone who watched so many scary movies and grew up with Halloween movies, Friday the 13th, Elm Street, this is another movie where I feel like it was kind of rushed.
It was rushed. I thought it was pretty decent. The thing that bugged me the most was the acting.
The acting was
That
terrible.
that killed it for me. The acting was so. I just couldn't get past that.
There were certain this
mean,
movie had a lot of flashbacks. I'm gonna tell you that, and I guess unnecessary flashbacks. Like I feel like they just added more characters, just give up more plot to the story.
Yeah, I mean the main characters, obviously, known actors, did well, but some of like the smaller characters is just like I couldn't get past.
Like the doctor and the nurse. Yeah, like I was like, they're gonna die first, and I hope they die first.
It's like you're wishing everyone's death, and then it happened.
There was a sad moment where one of the guys, I guess he had his mask.
Well, we don't want to give too much detail because some people haven't watched it.
Well, probably they hopefully watch it when it's released. When is this gonna be released? Like soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Before the end of October.
Well, hopefully, we're hoping on the 22nd.
The
So
22nd.
that gives them a week to watch it, but still, I don't want to spoil too
Okay.
much.
Well, just go watch it if you haven't watched it, and then if you guys have any input in this movie, just let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to spoil the movie since it's new. The other ones you guys should have already watched anyway. But
Wow. Well, yeah.
Candyman came out in August, so they've had about 2 months.
Yeah.
And anyway, I don't think we spoiled much anyway on that one.
No, we didn't.
No.
I feel like we were
So,
pretty vague about it.
Yeah. Let's continue being big on this one. Well, obviously we know Laurie's in it.
Obviously. This is a continuation of the 2018 movie. If you guys watched the 2018 movie, yes, you pretty much gonna know what to expect on this one.
And of course there is sadness in this one as well.
Oh, yeah, there is.
The hospital.
Scene.
Mm-hmm. That one was sad, especially since, hello, it wasn't him.
I was expecting this movie to be the last of it.
No.
But, like
The way
every
it ended.
Halloween movies, there's always a twist. So it's not the loss of it.
We won't say what the twist is, obviously,
No.
but choose your imagination if you haven't seen it.
I don't even want to spoil it because there's a scene where everybody, and I feel like everybody has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
And we got to see it.
But did we?
Parts of it.
Okay. But anyway. Let's move on before we do actually spoil something. That's pretty much it for our actual reviews for this episode. It is kind of short on that part because we do want to go on and talk about... oh my god, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
Say what our forbidden words were.
If you haven't noticed, she said one of the forbidden words a lot.
Did I? Didn't...
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, we'll review it.
Yeah.
If I did, then I owe you guys a dare. We did have an episode before this. It was another reaction episode, which I never got to edit, so we're actually going to be putting it up as a bonus episode. It does have a forbidden word game in it as well, in which little Miss Gemini over here did say it. So she owes you a dare as well. We'll give you guys more information as we plan this, I guess.
If you guys want to know what the forbidden word is, we might put it on our Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For future episodes, we might be asking you guys for the forbidden word options. Mm-hmm. You guys get to pick.
Well, we're going to talk about it in the previous episode before we actually record that episode.
Yeah. We might be actually moving that on to our Patreon, which, guess what, guys? It's live. There isn't much content on there right now, but we are working on that. One of the content things for tier 1, I believe it is you guys get to participate in polls, which we will leave the options for, like, forbidden words or whatever on there, and you guys get to pick the words. There's a bunch of other different things that are going to be listed on our Patreon, but before we get into that, let's talk about that past episode. What did we review on that episode?
We this was back in June, so like end of June, beginning July, was it? We did review Fear Street.
Oh yes.
Army of the Dead. What's that vampire movie that we watched? The one with the airplane. Blood something, forgot.
Oh yeah.
Blight Sky. Yeah.
Something
like that. Red Sky, I think.
See, that's how memorable.
That's how we forgot. And there was another movie that we reviewed, but I forgot what movie was there too.
So we'll be posting those bonus episodes on our Patreon. We'll talk about the tiers in a bit. Our next bonus episode will be a review on the show You, which you can actually watch on Netflix. We are not sponsored by any of these, by the way, so do not think that we're promoting them or anything.
We're not.
They're just things we watched.
And we also gonna have coming up soon, hopefully.
Yes.
A Halloween
episode.
Yeah. Which will be also using forbidden words.
Yes, and we will post tweets, I guess.
And give us any words you don't want us to use.
Yeah, just comment whatever words you want us to not say or whatever. And we will post them, I guess, onto our Patreon. And our tier 1 patrons can vote on the poll and eventually choose what... Well, I guess, can we pick 1 or 2 words or just 1? What do you want to do?
I feel like this is more of a little challenge. I want multiple words.
Okay, I guess we can choose 2 out of whatever you guys suggest. So yeah, look forward to that. It's gonna be a very special episode.
Oh, very special. We might even have a video on that as well.
Oh, yes. Well, we will have a video on that. And again, that'll be posted on our Patreon because all the bonus content is going to be on there. So let's talk about our Patreon.
Ooh.
It is live. So we do have 4-tier memberships. We start at $5 for the first tier, which you get sneak peeks to the next episode or any content we're going to come out with. There's going to be short audio messages that we'll be posting here and there. You get special shout outs, besides the ones we actually do for our content. We will have like photos and drawings, doodles that we do or whatever on there as well. And of course you get poll voting options or whatever. And you guys will be known as the little pups.
Ooh.
Our tier 2 is at $10. You get everything, obviously, the tier 1s do. You guys get the name of Omegas. And you guys actually have access to the Dare videos we will be doing from the Forbidden Words. And you, instead of just audio messages, you will also be getting video messages from us. It's part of our blogging that we're going to be doing, I guess. But the actual vlogs will be in tier 3. As tier 2 patrons, you also get discounts on our merch. And as tier 3s or our betas, that's $20 a month. You get everything I previously said. Plus you get access to our actual vlogs. So come hang out with us, I guess. And you also have access to the bloopers, audio and video wise. You'll get full-length guest interviews. So what we actually have on our episodes, obviously will be interviews, but we'll get like extra bonus questions and stuff like that. Our tier 3s will be having access to it. And you guys also have access to our Q&As and a chance to submit a question you might want to ask one of the people we interview or have guests. And our last tier is our alphas. Ooh. Tier 4. That one is going to be $30 a month.
Again, that's our special episodes right there.
Yeah. So you get special episodes, everything I've already said, plus private interviews, either with us or one of us. It doesn't matter. You guys could choose. We also have giveaways. So we're going to have our tier 4s will get tickets and stuff like that for special giveaways. And we will be introducing what's called Hunt a Killer. It's a subscription box we'll be having every month. And our tier 4s will actually be helping us solve those cases. If you guys don't know what Hunt a Killer is pretty much a mystery solving.
Kind of like Clue in a way.
I guess. Yeah. They send us the box with all the evidence and the clues and everything, and we have to
solve it.
Hence, Hunt a Killer. So if you guys are interested in that will be available. Like I said, it's already live. Just give us a little bit of time to actually post all the stuff. Hopefully after this episode, we actually will have some stuff on there. If you guys do decide to become patrons, we'd like to give you special thanks because obviously you guys are supporting us. Anything that comes through the Patreon will help better the podcast. So we can give you more content. And we'll be posting the link and everything for the Patreon in our posts on Twitter and Instagram, so keep an eye on that. Once again, our Dare videos are for our tier 2s, but we will be posting sneak peeks of those Dare on TikTok. So if you don't follow us on TikTok, make sure you follow us on TikTok. There.
We might be posting some in Instagram, just like small little clips as well.
Our advice is just follow us on all our socials. Obviously, if you follow us on Twitter and Instagram, you have access to what we're doing. If you guys want to see more links posted on there, just let us know. If you guys have any comments, DM us on those. We'll get back to you. If you guys have any suggestions for the podcast go for it. Let us know. Just contact us, and we'll see what we can do. Who knows? Maybe one of you will end up being a special guest.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be it for us. Unless you have anything else to talk about.
I do want to give out shout outs to the birthday October people. my Libras and fellow Scorpios. So I want to give out a shout out to my good old friend that I know for a very long time, Jacob Whitehouse.
Yay, Jacob, I love you.
I also wanted to give out a shout out to one of my closest friends and best friend, Johnny Waves, who is a fellow coming singer and artist. So check out his music as well. I also want to give out
Where can you find his music?
Oh, we can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, and I think that's it. I know that he has a YouTube video too, as under Johnny Waves. Also wanted to give up to another fellow Libra out there, Zuki.
Zuki.
Whoop, whoop. And our upcoming, his birthday's not yet come yet, but he's a Scorpio, and to our fellow and good friend of us,
my Gerger.
Gerson.
I love you too.
So happy birthday, guys.
And do we have any other special shout outs, or are we good with the birthdays?
No, we're good with the birthdays.
All right, cool. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to the Gemini.
Thank you.
Because she keeps me sane sometimes. Sometimes not, I don't know. But yeah, that's it.
Well, then in that case, I want to give out a shout out to you then.
For what would I do?
For keeping me crazy.
Wow. Anyway.
We have to balance each other.
I guess we do. I guess that's it then. Kind of a short episode, but hey, you guys are getting bonus content, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe. I mean, technically.
I still want to come back and review Halloween Kills once people have seen it, because I have so much to talk about it.
I guess. I mean, if you guys want to hear a better review on it later on, let us know. Again, I'll be posting on Twitter, and you guys can comment on there, or just DM us on there. Once again, we are available on Instagram under Mischievous. On Twitter, it's Mischievous1, I think it is, because someone took our original name.
Yeah.
Cool. Follow us on TikTok. We do have a Snapchat, though I don't think we'll be using it as much. And our Patreon, like I said, we'll be posting it soon. And that's it, right?
That's it.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys soon with that special episode and hopefully bring you more content. Hopefully we won't make you guys wait too long this time.
No. Well,
sorry about that.
I'm Wonder Zoma's Eve.
I am Wolfmas.
And this was
Mischievous. Damn it. We never get that correctly.
One day.
Stop sucking sometime. All right, guys. Catch you later.
Bye. Not again.